Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in the Risoux Forest. Maybe this is something that we should try. I'm also not sure what speed that we could really sort of pull off with this baler. I need to find an autoloader. I know that we've got the one trailer that we've got up there, but that's not a full auto load. You still got to sort of go around a lot slower. Bales aren't really the sort of thing I want to do a lot of. Not on large scale, not unless I'm doing sort of time lapse or something, because it gets a little bit tedious handling the bales and picking them all up. Of course, there is option B, which is don't worry about having to pick up lots of bales because we alter the capacity of the bales themselves. So if I went into the mod and I made just a little teensy tiny, just minute alteration to the code, so that instead of a 13,000 litre bale, we're producing a 130,000 litre bale, that would be better. That would work, because then we wouldn't have so many to pick up. I mean, I would still have to drive up and down the rows, and I question whether or not the baler itself would be able to physically, like whether the game engine itself would physically be able to cope with me picking the straw up any faster than about 40 kilometers an hour. Not sure about that. We can investigate this. I'm leaving a lot of straw behind. I don't really mind. I wasn't actually planning to do baling on this anyway, so this is all like happy extras. This is bonuses for all of you. So I'm thinking Southern Cross. That's very high on my list. There's a couple of others that I'm going to look at. I'm not really sure yet whether whether it would be Southern, Southern Cross is high on my list, but I'm still not sure. I'm not going to put this one to a public vote because it's got to be something that I really want to get into and explore and have a lot of fun with. I don't want too much forestry on this one because cutting trees down, there isn't really a way to do it quickly, and also I'm conscious of the fact that a lot of the feedback for my suggestion of staying on this map and continuing to enlarge things was based around the fact that it takes too long to remove the trees. Even though I can now remove them pretty quickly with various different mods that we've got, it still takes too long and it's still too boring. And you don't want that. You want something different, so something different is what you will have. So we can't have trees. Trees are out. We don't want trees unless they're trees that just kind of hang around in the background, look pretty, and we don't have to do anything to them. I'm fine with that. And also, I don't like the idea of going for a really, really, really big map. I have tried doing that before with a sort of crazy series, and ultimately it didn't work. Because the map is such a large scale, you go crazy on it, and it ends up not feeling crazy. And that's what I didn't like about it. There was an Australian 16 times map, and yeah, there were some issues with the map sort of being released and then not being released and then being released again, and I didn't really know what was going on there. It just ended up making me look like an idiot. Because I'm busy recommending this map, and then suddenly it vanishes from public view because I don't really know why. I was never quite sure what was going on with that. It did come back, but the map itself was good, and I liked the map, but it was too big, and so when I tried to do something normal crazy, it just didn't seem crazy. And then in order to be able to do something that actually did seem crazy, it would take so many hours of dedication to do it that it kind of just sucked all the fun out of it. I don't want to do that, so I'm not going for anything like a 16 times map or anything of that kind of scale, because yeah, I want to have a bit of fun with this, and I don't want it to be some horrible, horrible chore that I'm going to hate. I don't even know if there is a 16 times map out at the moment. Is there? Does anyone know if there's a 16 one out? So possibly a 4 times. I will consider a 4 times map, but I don't even know what Southern Cross is. Southern Cross might be a 4 times map. I don't know. I haven't really looked at it. I've just heard people talk about it. And it came out pretty early on. I know pretty 90% certain know that it was also out in FS19, and a lot of people had a lot of good things to say about it. It was used quite a bit by several people. I don't think I used it. I don't actually remember. I'm just getting a little bit more straw here because I want to make... There we go. I've got one more complete bale. Stop. I didn't want to get anything else in there. Right. I finished doing that. So now we empty out the bale. Two bales. We empty out the bales. There we go. Dump those down there like that. And gone. And then we fold this bad boy up. We take a look in here. We did 26 bales. That's not bad going. So 26 times 13,000 makes 130, 260. What is 6 times 13? Does anybody know their 13 times table? 6 times 13 is 60. 78, 780,000 on top of 260,000 would be, you put me on the spot now, 338,000. So we got 338,000 litres of straw. You on hitching? Oh, it takes, oh, hang on a minute, let's put that back on again. This baler, I know for a fact, it takes quite a bit to unhitch one of these balers. It's not a really quick, easy, simple operation. It takes a minute or two to... There we go. Jack goes down. That one. Okay, I like the animation on that. That's pretty good. It's mostly the pipes and stuff setting up for unhitching it. But that's the same with a lot of these machines. And then we've got another one here that we want to hitch on. See all those pipes that have gone on? We've got 2 lots in the hydraulic rams at the top. We've got a brake line there in the middle. And then there at the bottom, we've got a... Wait, which side's the brakes? A minute. There should be the brake line in the middle there. Alright, now I'm confused. Let's have a closer look at this. Can I look closer? Right, I'm pretty sure that's the brake line on that side. As close as I can get. That one down there, that's the electric. Pretty sure that one's the brake line. Those 2 up there are both hydraulics. They're in the hydraulic banks, and they'll be for like all the main controls. What's that one over there? Oh. Wait a minute. Is that brakes as well? Is there a feed and return on the brake line? Is that what that is? If it is, I've never seen that before. Alright, can someone please answer me, is that a feed and return on the brake line? I would guess that that one there is the feed, and that one is the return. But, yeah, I'm not sure. This needs a closer inspection. I can't see any other valve on the back that might be the brake line, apart from that one there. So where the finger is pointing right on there. That might possibly be a brake line, in which case this one wouldn't have a brake line. So, but I still don't know what this one is then, if this isn't a brake line. Because that's hydraulics on there, so what's this one here? So that's my theory, is that this is a brake line. But people that know a bit more about this, because this is a larger scale machine than I've personally used before, and I've not seen that. That, I don't know what that is. So anyone that does, anyone that knows what those 2 are, am I correct in thinking that that is a feed and return on a brake line? Or is that also to do with the hydraulics and it's actually feeding a hydraulic tank, which, if we got an actual... There isn't a hydraulic container on here, so we haven't got a container of hydraulic oil on here. Or is there? Is that a little... No, that's not. That's just a bolt that's holding something in. So there isn't a hydraulic tank on here. So maybe that's an auxiliary additional hydraulic supply, something like that. I don't know. I really don't know. But that one, I'm really intrigued by that. So if anybody actually does have experience with what those pipes are on the back of that tractor, please let me know. I'm dying to know. I really want to find out what that one is. Now, we need to go and gather up our straw. Would I say 338,000 litres of the stuff? That's a fair bit. Right, now this one, you've got a couple of different options, the way that this one works. So unfold bale loader, we need to press Z. So that one pops it out to the side like that, because the bales, you pick them up sideways on. And then lift and lower loader. That one out there. I gotta be honest, I don't feel that this is... I'm not entirely sure that this is working properly. What else can we do? Oh, right. You've got a support wheel on the side there, which you kind of want to have down. But I think you pick that one up like when you're turning the corner, so you're not ripping the tread off very much. But that's also, it just helps to stop the trailer from tipping out away from the tractor. That does make a lot of sense. The other one... Okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Because now we've poked it out like that. Yes, double wheels are probably not the... But you know what? We're going to have to go and change these double wheels. Right? This just isn't going to work. So we're going to run around here. Have I got the mod that allows me to just look at the vehicle and do it here? Left shift Z to super strength unpark. No. Oh, wait. What was that? No, that was switch hand tool. I did have one that you could just look at the machine and you could repair it, but I don't think I got that active on this map. So we're going to have to run back to the shop. We'll get rid of these double tyres, double wheels, and we'll have singles, and that way we shouldn't have bales getting in the way of our tyres. Go up here. Totally didn't just take out that gateway. Definitely not. That was a complete figment of your imaginations. And I'm going to run in here and customize. Twins, standards, customize. No. Huh. What if I was to do that? The front weight is blue, isn't it? So we don't want to go overboard with the blue. What if I was to do that as orange? And then the grid there, we was to change that one to white. There we go. Just a little bit of painting, just to change things over a little tiny bit, because it could look good. And there, now we have a fresh coat of paint on some of it. New background this way like this, and off we trot again. Now we should be able to pick up these bales nice and easy. I believe that the process of picking up the bales, once you've got the trailer extended and everything and is all set and ready to go, it is automatic. Don't quote me on that, though. It might not be. Also, there was a bull bar pusher thing that goes with it as well, but yeah, we haven't got that. Right. Fold bale loader, operating position. That one pops out there, and okay, that's really cool. Like that. He's working. Lift, lower, loader. So, I don't know if you've actually got to get these accurate. Apparently you do. Alright, so that one lifts. It's supposed to be semi-automatic. That's the... Alright, that's the wheel. So we don't have anything else to do on there. So you're supposed to go and you pick the bale up. Oh, I see. If you hit the bale sideways on. So there is actually a push bar on this. But you've got to get that from the shop. That, I think, goes under the weights section. Now, also, if I was to go back into bale loaders and actually find this beastie again, it might tell us with the combinations option. Oh, it just says customize. Ah. I think there is actually a pusher front weight with it, but I don't know if I've got that one active on here. It's a... You got a bull bar there. Is that one it? It might actually be that one, because that's the same color as the original color on the other. And it just pushes the bale sideways and turns it. But I'm not sure that it is that one. I think there's a different one somewhere. Not that it really matters to us. What we will do instead is we will just drive like lunatics around the field like this, and then it will pick it up and it will do this bit all automatically. So the operation of it is semi-automatic. You've got to press... Oh, you've got to press V twice to do that. I don't know what the first time was. Why aren't you... Picking... Yeah, there we go. Right. Pick that one up. So he puts that one onto there. Let's have a look. And then the next one, we come in and... I get rid of that now. You do have to get the bale accurate with this one. You do have to pick it up sideways. So it pokes that up like that and then falls back. So we press V once. Right. Pressing V once didn't visually do anything, I don't think. Not that I could see. Those bales are dancing around a little bit on there, but it's now kind of active. It's doing something. Right, now we want to bring this one around here. And so you've got to... This is more a realistic sort of approach of gameplay. Like, you've got to line the bale up quite well. Whereas we know most of the other bale loaders, you don't have to worry about that at all. Whereas this one, yeah, there we go. So that's got to be lined up quite nicely there. Now, I'm looking to see what happens the first time I press V. So I'm going to do that now. I don't see anything visually changing on there, but I'm just making the assumption that something is changing, otherwise it wouldn't have us doing it twice. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's prepping something in there. And you over here and pick that one up, and then... There we go. We pick the second one up. And now I'll go back up the hill over here. Press, just double tap V essentially, and it reloads it. There's another one. And then we can head over here to this one. And we've got our beautiful pink bale loader. And you really do have to get these bales quite accurate to pick them up. There we go. First load done. We have 10 bales on the loader. So now we've got to go and do something with them. We could go and take them up to the cattle, or we can take them all the way up and we can just... I'm going to sell these direct to the shop. I'm not going to worry about keeping them anywhere else. So if I'm doing this, I want to now go to transporting position. Oh, that is cool. Transporting position is very awesome. The way that it just grabs hold of those like that, that is... I like that. I like that a lot. Then we can fold it. And that brings the bar out into the straight line. I'm leaving it out extended anyway. I'm quite happy to leave it on the extension like that, because it saves us messing around with it. And we run these up here. So 130,000 litres of straw is in these 10 bales. Now, if we were doing this on a much larger scale and we were doing one bale per 1,000 litres, one bale for 130,000 litres, we'd have 1.3 million litres of straw on this bad boy. That'd be pretty good. Now, I'm going to bring you up that way. How do we unload it? Unload bales. Why? So we tip that one up like that, and it does the same as any other bale loader. grips hold of it, tips it all the way up, and then we should be able to activate Y once more so that we can drive forward. It will just rather jarringly drop the bales down through the bottom of those tines underneath, but that's what you'd expect. So confirm now, unload bales here, we drop them in like that, and they get sold nice and quick. 13,169 euros of sold bales. So then you press Y a third time, and that resets the entire machine, drops it back down, and we're good to go. So we're going to go whizzing off back down to the field again, get the next lot. Somewhere along here. Oop, nearly missed. Steady, steady. And no, I'm going to grab that one first. So I need to unfold the bale loader, shove it out like that, and then I need to go to operating position, and then I need to press V to lower it down ready. Oops. Okay, I hit that one a little bit too aggressively. Those bales are a bit... It's a bit bouncier than I was expecting, that's all. Yeah, right. There's one bale. So then if I bring this one around and get it lined up with the second bale over here, what I would like is to just get that one in there, because I'm curious what the text is going to say. Right, that goes up to here. Now, if I press V... Ooh, maybe there's something on the back here. It definitely... It clicked something. I don't know what it's doing. Right, the first time you press V, it clicked something and something moved. But I couldn't see what it was. There's definitely something. It's bugging me now. I'm not going to find out what it is. I have a limited number of bales to pick up before I can... and then we're stopped. So let's go up here. It will auto-magically pick stuff up. So that jumps out there. And okay, so that's all connected in together. Let's try it from this side. Don't see anything happening there. 1 second. No. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. There's something going on deep underground, deep in there somewhere, and I've no clue what that something is. So there's one bale, there's another bale, that goes up, and then you double tap once it comes out the front, double tap V, it lowers it down ready, and then you go and take the next one. So it's a semi-automatic bale loader. It's not 100% automatic, but that's to give it, like, they've specifically designed this one to be like this because they wanted it to be a more realistic thing. This is designed with full realism in mind, and I do like that. I do appreciate that. I do think that's good, but also I just happen to have a thing for fully automated stuff that we can use. Like, I just like doing it like that. So if I fold it back into position like that, we'll take the next 130,000 litres up here, and then we should have, I believe, 7 bales left. Let's close that one down now. I think I've got the controls remembered now. It's a little bit slow getting up this hill. I mean, that's understandable. He's got 10 Hesston bales on his thingy here. So it is understandable it's going to take a little bit for him to get moving. But, I mean, he's doing pretty well. Maybe if there's another JCB that we can use that's got a bit more oomph to it, we might use it as well in the next series. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't decided either way. That we can now confirm, unload. There goes all of that. Boom, we've got another 13,000, and then we start folding it back up. We will go racing off as we drop it down. These types of bale loaders, as I understand it, these are popular in Australia. That they're used quite a bit in Australia, along with the Hesston bales. Hesston bales are a fairly popular size in Australia. I've seen there's several YouTube videos of the Hesston balers being used in straw fields, but they're attached directly to the combine, and it does look absolutely fantastic. The setup that they got. The thing that makes me laugh, though, is if you look at Australian combines with balers, if you search it up on YouTube, you'll find several there. The bit that does make me chuckle is the comments section. You have so many people saying that this is just never ever going to work properly. This is just some stupid half-assed thing that is just a disaster waiting to happen. It's obviously going to catch fire and yada yada yada. All of these comments, there's so many people that know everything there is to know about how to operate and run balers and do baling and so on in the outback in Australia. They're all saying the same thing. Oh, well, this is no good because you can't see the baler behind the combine. And, oh, yeah, well, if there's a camera there, that's not going to work because there's dust. You can see the dust, so it's not you're not going to have a clear view. You have... Wait. 6? I thought there were 7. I thought there were 7 bales. Where's the other one? I know there were 7 here somewhere. Is there one in there? There's one slid down the hill somewhere. I feel like we got a bale missing here somewhere. Am I going blind? Have I missed something somewhere? I feel like there should be more than 6. Because it wasn't 6, it was 7 times 13. No, it was 6 times 13. No, alright, it's my bad. It's 6 times 13. So we've got 260,000 litres of straw. We now have 6 times 13, which is 60,000 plus the another 18, which makes 78,000. That's where I got the 7 from. That's where I got the 7 from. Actually, what do I need to do now? I need to go to transport position like that, and then I want to go to here, which will put that one in behind, and I'm also going to pull that one in like that. You really wouldn't do that when you're driving along. You would reverse the tractor up to it. Anyway, yeah, you look in the comment section in YouTube, and it's amazing how much people know about... Well, you get that on any farming videos. If you've got machinery that's operating in a field, there's always someone that knows everything there is to know about those machines and how this is clearly the wrong way to do it, and it will never, ever, ever work properly like this, and it's just going to break. And obviously, the person commenting would definitely never, ever employ any of the people in the video because they're doing it all wrong. Right? It's always important to remember these things. This is all very, very accurate depictions of real life. All of these people that say these things, they absolutely 100% know what they're talking about. They're all experts in their field, and I would never say that in any kind of... if I sound condescending, mocking, and as though I think they're a bunch of complete morons, I can assure you it is nothing more than a coincidence. That is it. It is absolutely a coincidence, and I'm definitely not meaning to come across sounding like that in any way, shape, or form. Definitely not. Now, I'm going to go and get my baler over here. So, I don't know how much... Oh, actually, there is a way. We have the means. If we go in here, we can find out how much we got from that. Property income, production costs. So we're getting like 21,000 euros per day from our rent and stuff, which is actually pretty cool. 350,000 in construction costs. What did I build that cost that much? Oh, that was the factory, wasn't it? Right. Never mind that. Sold bales, 34,130 today. That's pretty good. 34,000 euros just from the straw that we got from our single field down there. I feel that that is actually pretty good. Now I'm going to run over here with our colourful collection of machinery, and we're going... The reason it keeps coming up with start engine is because my steering wheel is... the sensitivity is a little bit high, so unless I've got it absolutely perfectly centered, it's trying to operate it just a tiny little bit, which will bring the warning up. I know I need to change it. I'll get on that. Sell, 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 and bye-bye to our fast track. It's done well. I've been pleased with that fast track. I've enjoyed using that one. That was fun. But that is now over. So the only thing that we've got left, I've sold the furniture. We've got like 851,000 litres of stuff here. We've got a shop up there. We've got an industrial unit out over the other side. I gotta be honest, I feel like we're pretty much done here, really. Like, we've done everything that we wanted to do. Well, I know I said originally I was going to build like a great big town, have a whole city going on here, but as is so often the case with the series, once I've done an example of a few things, like we've done here, we've got a bit of an industrial area here, we were starting to extend it out over that way. Doing more of that, I'm just repeating. I'm doing the same. This is what I've talked about previously. I've got a shop up here with the parking area for the shop. You can come in, yeah, you drive in, you park up, you do your shopping, you go back out, and off you go. And we've got housing over here. We did quite a bit of housing. We've built all of that up. They look good. It does, even if I say so myself. I think that does actually look pretty good. But more is just going to be repeating what we've already done. And you've all made it pretty clear that you don't want me to do that. So that's the idea that I had for building a city in the forest. And if you were to continue this on, this kind of same vein of things, you know, I personally would move the industrial area out this way, so keep building out that side. Maybe a few more of these bits coming over here. The shopping and stuff like that there, we've got the this shop right here, so more shops going up this way, up into the forest in that side, and then housing out this way. So at the moment you kind of got that bit there, and my next move would be to build a road going this way and actually take the road all the way kind of out to this point and then here somewhere. So what you end up with is houses like this with big gardens, but mirrored off of the back over here. So you have a single hedgerow separating the two gardens this way, and then you have a line of houses up here with the road on them up this side up here. So that would sort of come up there, and then you'd have a road come around the top, which would infringe on the field up here a bit, but that wouldn't really matter. And that's kind of what I would do with that bit, just to keep extending this out, using different configurations of houses and blocks of flats and stuff like that, and build up the area over there. That's pretty much it, though. That's what I would do up there. This could be expanded as much or as little as you want. Keep sort of working on that. There's other things that potentially we could do in here, but I'm not going to now. And oh, wait. Oh, no, we didn't put any straw in here, so we didn't have any manure. There's one other job that I did want to do, but I'll probably do that in the next series. And then out here with the arable, obviously, just extend that out whichever way you wanted. I was kind of thinking, you know, a road coming down that side of the trees. Nice windbreak between the two fields, and starting a field up that way. That would be pretty cool as well. But we're done. We're done in this. I'm not going to bother selling that barley. It's just going to be a little bit of extra money going into the bank. We've got, I'll tell you, we can do a quick calculation on that. Okay. It's not even, why aren't you showing? Let me run over here. That was, how much? Is it? Huh? What? Why aren't you showing up? Where's... I didn't sell it, did I? Does it sell into that bit? I don't think it did. I thought that you sold it straight into this bit over here. Huh. I didn't notice it sell when I tipped it in there. Let's just investigate this a little, shall we? Just a quick little look. What size trailers we got? I'm going to go with this one, because this one takes everything. Right here. That trailer there. Capacity is standard. Extension. Standard 2. 120,000. right there. So there's 120,000 litres of grain in there, and wheel setup is just standard main colour. Yeah, all right, let's not worry about going crazy with this one. Buy, yes, okay. Come out of there, and I just want to see if the... Let's go with you. I just want to see if the grain is actually in that silo or not, or if it's gone somewhere else, because it's not showing on this list right here. It should show there if we've got it in storage, but it's not. I mean, you can see down here we've got hay 365 in the shed that we've got over that way. So there is storage here that is available. Just not quite sure why it's not showing up from here, unless that did actually sell. Wheat. Select silo whose contents. Barley. Oh, shop. Yeah, I'm buying that. Right, that's buying right there. So then if I just move this forward a little bit and start overloading the barley. Oh. I bought that. Right, that's 2,700. Did I miss a number here somewhere? That's sold bales. Property income. A little bit further down, and we've got 69,689. So the 69 right there would have been 67 from the original property, the grain, I think. So we had about 67,000. I didn't even realize that. That shows how much attention I was paying. I didn't even realize I'd sold it. I thought I was storing it. But nope, I brought that straight up and sold it off the field. So we've already sold that. We don't need to worry about that anymore. I think that's about it. I don't think we got anything else that we can do now. Just going to get this one, and we're going to have a little drive around. So, yeah, I'm going to go and find another map, and in our next episode, I will be starting a brand new series doing something else. I'm not quite sure what map it'll be, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it either. I also don't know if I'm going to have any animals or anything like that. I will see what the map throws at me. I will play the map according to the map, and whichever map it is that I go and choose. So I don't know what's going to happen yet. I'm not doing horses. Right? No horses. They're not happening. Anyway, excuse me. If you have enjoyed this series, or if you have just enjoyed this episode but not the series, but you have enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.